What's up, guys? Back with another video, and today we're going to talk about Ethiopia and the new and Hearts of Iron 4 by Blood Alone. So, first off, I like to talk about the balance of power, which is pretty okay. Like, it's like centralized or decentralized, or like something like that, stability, which is pretty decent. I haven't really played around with it because it doesn't come to effect that much. So, let's say about the balance of power. The idea is pretty decent, but it could be executed better. And that's what I say about the balance of power. I don't really know how to improve it. If you do have ways to improve it, leave it in the comment section below. But time to talk about the focus tree. The focus tree is really quite something. It kind of bothers me because Ethiopia is missing a fully democratic path, and the Swiss missing a communist path. And from before, when No Step Back released, Russia, the Soviets didn't get a democratic path, and the Germans didn't get a communist path in Waking the Tiger, and that kind of annoys me. So it's basically the first focus you're probably going to pick is the second Italian-Ethiopian War, which will be some slight boost for a little while. And you can go for the north or the south, for the renewed offensive or holding a defense. The war can escalate, by the way, and apparently if it reaches level 10, I think that Libya will revolt and that the League of Nations will get a war going on Italy. But let's be real, that's only if you stall long enough, because by the time you get to war escalation 10, or even by war escalation 4 or something like that, you'll probably do focus the peace out. So first, let's talk about the Emperor path, which I think is the historical path. So obviously there's two paths after rally around the Emperor. First you can stay and cause havoc in Ethiopia and stuff. It's pretty nice, and you can stay if you peace out with Italy. And it's pretty good for buffs, and you can revive the kingdom of Axum. It's pronounced something like that. I'm not the best with that kind of pronunciation, but basically you get cores in Horn of Africa, Uganda, Sudan. Yeah, that's about it. And then there's the bottom 4 focuses, which I'll talk about after I talk about when you board the train. You need to have at least 10% surrender progress. It's pretty easy. Just put a fallback line to your capital and board the train. And pick some countries: the U.S., Japan, some others. Maybe I'll go check the wiki for that. But yeah, you can go escape, and you get a little part of focus tree where you can use the diaspora. You enter the diaspora and stuff like that, buffs, and I think when the Emperor stays, or it's either when the Emperor's. I think when the Emperor stays, you can join the Allies, but that happened once in ahistorical, but I don't think they didn't even join the war, so I don't know what's up with that. So and then you can go back, and then there's some bottom 4 focus. There's Jaw and a 1-2 Air Solomon, which you can only do which I'm pretty sure you can only do if you didn't fleet, you stay. Jaw gives you lets you have like Caribbean islands like Cuba, Haiti, Dominican Republic. Apparently they can like submit to your demands and then you can get Jamaica or something. It's kind of random. Once you Air Solomon basically makes a Hail Selassie God. Oh yeah, and the focus is before not true Air Solomon can make him broken, like absolutely broken. Hail Selassie is the most broken leader in the game. Like he's overpowered. And true Air Solomon, I think, adds one more bus, and I think you can change your capital to Jerusalem, which is literally another achievement. Crusader Kings 4. Let's be real, all of the Crusader Kings achievements, except 2, have just been, as this country owned Jerusalem. And Crusader Kings want, but they try to like spice it up a little bit, but it doesn't really work. But yeah. This next part is reaching out to the Italians, which sucks. Do not do that. You can be a puppet. You can get like their settlers and stuff like that. Then I think you could break free, something like that. Get Eritrea, Somalia. But I haven't really played that path. Just going off of what I can see in the focus tree. So I think that's what can happen. And you could like, or you can. It's like if you do reach out to the island, I think it's like Manchukuo. You could go be still part of Italy's empire, or just rebel and roll. And the final path is the calming path, which is pretty spicy, if I do say so myself. I have fully played this path, and watched some YouTubers are making some videos. Some other YouTubers are making some videos about it, so I'm pretty confident to say there's 2 paths. You can either go Soviet aid or like call it to the world. And then there's 2 focuses in both paths of tree. Lets you peace out. In the military, in the Soviet aid part, you just become a puppet of the Soviets, which is lame. And then for the other part, you get some Japanese anarchists and become an anarchist basically. But when you peace out, you don't become a puppet of the Soviets. Well, that's pretty cool. You get anarchists as Ethiopia and Spain. There should be a multiplayer game of somebody play anarchist Spain and one anarchist Ethiopia. That'd be pretty cool, right? So yeah, basically anything go down, and then there's a focus on either side, which lets you like liberate colonies, and then you can get a decision, and then they'll rebel, and then the former overlord, colonial country or whatever. So like if you liberate Congo from Belgium, which would be a very good thing in real life, by the way, and you can get a decision to make Belgium recognize the Congo's independence, which will peace them out. But let's be real, by the time you're part of the focus tree, World War II has already started, so I don't know. Then there's the African Union section on the bottom, where you can integrate countries, and it's kind of like the E3 system mechanics in EU4, where you can eventually centralize it, and they can become puppets, and then you can unite them in one big happy African Union. But it takes a lot of political power to do that, so I think they just puppet them or something like that. Like, unless you have I don't think Ethiopia not the best situation when it comes to political power. So yeah, and also there's like the same army, and that stuff. But it's the same as everything else is. And that's about. Wait a minute. He forgot about the Sultan and Elsa. How could he? Well, I might as well talk about the Sultan and Elsa. And people think it has a special. And I'm pretty sure that there's a bunch of releasable countries of Ethiopia, and I'm pretty sure if you release those countries and play with them, They have the exact same focus tree as Sultan and Elsa. But Sultan and Elsa is special because it's the first brand new country added to the game since Manchukuo. Because when HOI4 first released, there was no Manchukuo, it was just Japan. And then the wars were annexed before Reagan Tiger. I'm not going to talk about that, but Sultan and Elsa is pretty cool. Oh, yeah, you can be there's this path of the army is pretty good. Like, there's some buffs, OP buffs that Sultan and Elsa. But that's about it. But the political path on the right is decent. There's a part where it can be where you're a subject, but when Italy gives you the event to be annexed, there's no option for you to become a subject. So I don't know how you're like supposed to, do that. I don't know. Maybe Paradox can tell me. Paradox, you wanna tell me? And then there's the other side, there's two paths, but the interesting one, you can go, kid claims on the entire Horn of Africa, and then unite it. You can unite the Africa, Elsa, and I think some YouTubers have done it. I think Alex the Rambler has done it, but he didn't really expand that much. And Sage Rock also did it, but it's better because he expanded a lot and actually won the Horn of Africa. And that's about it. I'm going to see you guys next time. Tell me I can improve. And remember, 100 subscribers and I will learn Finnish. Pain.